how you do tonight, okay? Here we go.
No.
Juju.
No.
Juju.
Stop it.
Welcome aboard the Cape to Cairo Express. For your safety, please make sure your arms, your legs, and all your other body parts remain inside the car at all times, and that you stay seated throughout the trip. Please hold on to your belongings. Anything that falls from the train in the animal area, we're not allowed to stop and pick it up. It has to remain there till we can get a keeper to go out and get it for us. So sit back, relax, and enjoy your ride.
Here we go. Oh, he sounds like Tom.
As we pull out of the station, look up here on your right, you'll see part of our treetop trek adventure. As part of the challenge course, from there they zip line over the alligator pond. Our mission here at Brevard Zoo is wildlife conservation through education and participation. A portion of your ticket sale goes toward helping animals worldwide. So on behalf of those animals, we thank you for coming aboard. Brevard Zoo helps support a great many projects, including the chimpanzee sanctuary in Rwanda, mountain gorilla research in Rwanda, leopard and cheetah research in Namibia. We send educational materials to some of the children in Africa, so they can learn about the animals that live there, and hopefully when they grow up they will take good care of them. Here at home, among other things, we help with scrub jay research, sea turtle conservation, and the Perdido Key beach mice. Now you'll notice we have some things on the ground out here. We have 3 large eggs, we have a couple of skulls. These things are called biofacts, and a biofact is anything that once belonged to an animal. I will be telling you about these as well as the animals. As we come into the tunnel, look over here on the ground on your left, you'll see 3 large eggs. Those are real eggs. They were laid by one of our animals. You probably can guess which one, but we will be seeing them out in our area, and I'll tell you about them at that time. As we come out of the tunnel, we will be in our animal enclosure. Please remember that although these are zoo animals, they are still wild. Wild animals can be unpredictable. What approaches the train or is standing or lying near the tracks, please do not make loud noises, wave your hands, or make any attempt to touch them. This river on our left is our Miami River. We do give kayak tours on this river. You need to be 5 years of age in order to go, and anyone under 13 needs to be with an adult. Now our train's going to be making a turn here to the left, and you want to be looking around. You never know what animals we might see on the other side of the river. Sometimes we see white rhinos, sometimes we see giraffe. It pretty much depends on where they choose to be within their enclosures. They do have several acres that they can roam on. Here at Brevard Zoo, we do have 2 types of giraffe. We have Maasai, which have the dark spots, and we have reticulated Rothschild. Did you know that giraffe have the same number of bones in that nice long neck that you and I have? They have 7 bones. Theirs, of course, are a whole lot larger. And they have a heart that weighs 24 pounds. They need one that large to pump the blood all the way up that long neck. Over here on the bank on our left is the skull of the #1 killer of people on the rivers in Africa. You can also see our youngest giraffe over there through the clearing. That's Xanadu. Xanadu will be a year old in August. Well, you might have thought that skull would belong to a crocodile, but crocodiles are #2. That is a hippopotamus skull. The antelope here on our right are scimitar horned oryx. They are considered extinct in the wild and have been since 1999. They are a desert animal. They can go long periods of time without water. They were hunted for meat and also for those horns on their heads. If you look over where Xanadu is, you'll see some other antelope. Those are impala. Impala are the animals that do all those big jumps. They can jump 30 feet at one time.
Here come the camels.
Now, over here on our left, munching on a palm tree, are Frankie and Sammy, our 2 dromedary camels. These animals can drink 30 gallons of water in 10 minutes. That hump on their back does not store water. That's actually a fat deposit. Camels, unlike most mammals, have a fluctuating internal body temperature. It ranges between about 93 and 107. Very important, helps prevent moisture loss through sweating when the temperatures get hot. The building on our left is our African night barn. It houses our larger African animals. It was completed before the 2004 hurricanes. It is hurricane resistant. The enclosure on the outside is a holding paddock the keepers can use to separate out animals that need special care. 2 lovely young ladies here on our left are Blue and Maud, our 2 female ostrich. Ostrich are the largest of the birds. They do not fly. They can, however, run at speeds of over 40 miles an hour for about a half hour at a time. They lay between 40 and 50 eggs a year, and each one of those eggs is equal to about 24 chicken eggs. So if you're going to have an omelet using ostrich eggs, you'd better be really hungry. Probably guess that the eggs we saw in the tunnel were ostrich eggs. We only have female ostrich here, so all the eggs laid are infertile. They will not hatch.
You can see everything.
We drill holes in them, we drain out the insides, and we use them for educational purposes. Be sure to go 1 platform past the kayak platform. That's where you can see cheetahs, the fastest land mammal on Earth. They can reach speeds of 45 miles an hour in 2.5 seconds, and it only takes them 4 seconds to reach their top speed of 65 to 70. They can only maintain that speed for short periods of time. Coming up on the bank on our left is the skull of a Nile crocodile. Nile crocodiles can reach lengths of up to 20 feet. They have another name for them in Africa. They call them man-eaters, and you probably can guess why. The animals have large enough meals. They only need to eat a few times a year. They are ectothermic, which is just a big word that means they keep themselves warm. They regulate their body temperature using things like the air, the sun, and the water. Now, if you head up into Expedition Africa up on the giraffe platform, you should get a good look at white rhinos. You'll notice they have two nice big horns on their heads. Those horns are not made out of bone. They're made from a material called keratin. Keratin is the same material that's in your fingernails and your hair. It's also what the outside covering of a tortoise shell is made from. So we have something in common with both rhinos and tortoises. There's something to think about as you look at the animals. We're all related in some way. As we leave our animal area, head back through the tunnel. Notice on the left pictures of some African animals. All of these paintings were done by the students at the Lewis Cairo Elementary School on Merritt Island. See our ostrich eggs again on the ground. We have an interesting display of a variety of eggs in the Toronto section of the aviary. You might want to check it out. As we come out of the tunnel, over here on our right, this wire enclosure is part of our free flight aviary. We have a great number of birds in there, most of whom originally come from Asia or Australia. You can just go in and visit with all those birds, or if you like, you can purchase a cup of nectar to feed the lorikeets, or a seed stick to feed the cockatiels. You also can see some large fruit bats called flying foxes, because they have a fox-like face. On your way up to the aviary, be sure to stop on the left and see our Visayan warty pigs. These are a critically endangered animal. There's only a handful left on a couple of islands in the Philippines. Be sure to get over to Wild Florida. That's where you can see our alligators and crocodiles. We also have some very cute otters, and we have red wolves, a Florida native that became extinct in the wild in 1980. Oh, we do have alligator crocodile feeding today at 3, so you might want to check that out. Over here on the right, you can look into the Turako Garden part of the aviary. Turakos originally come from Africa. Be sure to get over to La Selva. That's where you can see jaguars. We have a variety of monkeys, including spider monkeys, squirrel monkeys, lion-headed golden tamarons, saki monkeys, and we have our vultures. King vultures, black vultures, turkey vultures. Fun part of that exhibit is you can climb on a scale and it will tell you how many hours it would take the vultures to clean your bones. Look over the fence here on our right, you'll see our 2 Australian black swans. Thank you for joining us today on our ride. Enjoy the rest of your stay here at Brevard Zoo, and be sure and come back and visit with us again real soon. Please remain seated till the train comes to a complete stop. Look around, make sure you have your belongings with you. Exit through the gate at the back of the train, and do be careful as you get out of the car. Thank you.